Hello there, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, that you're having an awesome week. I'm finally feeling well enough to come on here and share with you what is in my makeup bag for the month of May. So just kind of wanted to run through everything that's going in my makeup bag. For the couple of questions that I've gotten in the past couple of weeks, this makeup bag came from Walmart. This is a print that is currently offered. They have several different styles in this really cute pink and brown leopard print. This just happens to be the soft train case, and the top of it has mesh with little, I guess, elastic holders if you wanted to carry travel size bottles. But I go on and use it to hold my brush roll, and I will link it in the card above directly to Lotus's Etsy shop with softblackstar, as well as the description box below. But I love to use her brush rolls. This is a recent pickup for me in her leopard print. This is the large brush roll size. So if you are interested in something like this, like I said, go on and check that card for my review dedicated solely to her shop, and then the description box below I will link her directly so that you can go and check out some for yourself. So as far as what is going in my makeup bag, a lot has changed. I did keep some of the same things. Let's start with kind of foundation routine. I went on and I had to purchase a bottle of MAC Fix Plus because I finally made it through every single setting spray that I had in my collection, travel sizes, everything. So I'm back to using a full-size bottle of MAC Fix Plus. I love using this before I apply my makeup, as well as setting everything when I'm done. Then as far as foundation routine, I've really been loving this Bare Minerals Feel the Moment Skin Rejuvenating Hydrating Primer Serum. I decided to go on and keep this in rotation for the month of May. But since I finished my Urban Decay Naked Skin Hybrid Perfector Foundation, I think is what it's called. It comes in the squeezy tube. I know you know what I'm talking about. I have since moved on to the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin in the shade 520 or light. I really want a lighter foundation routine since it is getting so hot outside. So I thought I would give this a go. See how it does for my skin. So far so good. I've been very pleased with it. And then to set it all, I've been using this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light because I finally finished my Laura Geller Translucent Filter Finish Powder. And I'm kind of using this in the very same way. I'm using a very fluffy brush. I'm taking it all over my skin because I've noticed if I use a dense brush, it goes off a little too dark on my skin, so it's great for a subtle contour. But using a really fluffy brush, it works well to go on and just set my foundation and give me a really nice, pretty glow. In fact, that is what I am wearing today. Concealer-wise, I went on. I loved this so much for the month of April that I decided to keep it in rotation. This is the NYX Got You Covered Waterproof Concealer in the shade Light. This is heavy duty stuff. If you want a drugstore alternative to some of the really intense concealers, like I understand Tarte Shape Tape is very, very intense. I have not tried it for myself, but I've heard that this is very similar. So if you want something drugstore priced, there's not a doe foot applicator. It is a squeeze tube, but this is fantastic concealer. Great, great stuff. So, and also, I think, is NYX cruelty free? I think NYX is cruelty free, maybe. Don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure. But great alternative at the drugstore, or you can pick it up at Ulta if you are interested. Then in terms of eyeshadow palettes, I'm really focusing on the shade Amaretto from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette for this month. So the colors that I kind of chose, I'm still working on Triple Fudge. I've discovered Semi-Sweet is a fantastic contour because it is very, very similar to the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So I'm actually wearing Semi-Sweet as a contour because I have slightly more color to my skin because I was out in the sun before I got sick. So if you're looking for just an easy, travel-friendly way to multitask your products, Semi-Sweet is a great way to do that. Go on and use it as your bronzer on your face. So I'm still working on Champagne Truffle, White Chocolate, Triple Fudge, Candied Violet. I like using it on my lower lash line with this particular look with Amaretto. And then I think that's it. I think that's it for this month. I think I'm using like five colors. I don't know, I'll have to go back in and see. So we'll see what kind of damage I can make before the next Pan That Palette update in about 2 weeks. Then kind of going along that line with Amaretto, I wanted to have another lighter shade to pull in, so I put my LORAC Mega Pro palette away for a while. I'm going to be working out of my LORAC Pro 2, in particular the shades Nectar and Rosé. Those are the two I'm going to be working on. I'm hoping that I can hit pan in either one of these by the end of the month. And also too, is kind of an alternative for liner, I'm gonna go on and work on black out of this palette when I want a stronger liner. Like today, since I'm wearing black and kind of an animal print accents, I use the black. But otherwise, if I just want a soft, subtle look, I'm gonna go with a brown liner and then top it with Triple Fudge from my Chocolate Bar palette. So this, I feel like, is gonna be a great way for me to kind of segue into making some more progress on this palette and just kind of shake things up out of my collection. And then I'm also bringing out this little palette. Comes from an Etsy shop called Another Soul. She makes fantastic magnetic palettes if you were looking for alternatives for your single eyeshadows and whatnot. So go on and check the description box below. I will link her directly. This, I have just a smattering of Bare Minerals Ready eyeshadow formulas. I wanted to pull out this mint shade. This is not coming across as dark as it is in person on camera, but it's a really pretty mint shade. I also really like wearing a navy liner with the amaretto-like shades because it's very similar to LORAC Pro's Garnet. This amaretto color is, and so I like that combination. And then I figured I could bring out a cooler tone brown if I want to shake things up, some lighter colors for lid shades since Chocolate Bar does not have a lot of light colors in it. And then also too, like an alternative purple. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like need this in terms of like, we'll see how far I get with Semi-Sweet, but this color behaves very similarly to that as well. So just kind of a fun smattering of colors to work on. And also I chose this pink one because this is kind of similar to Champagne Truffle, to be very honest. So that's kind of where I am with eyeshadows. Then as far as an eyeshadow base, I decided to pull out this Wet n Wild old favorite. This is the Idolized pencil in the shade Pixie, just a really easy champagne color. You don't have to think a lot about it, but it's been sitting in my collection for quite a while, so I wanted to go on and pull that out. Then in terms of lower lash line liners, I pulled out two particular purples because like I talked about, I'm going to be wearing Candied Violet to see what kind of progress I can make on that shadow. So the first one is this Revlon ColorStay 2-in-1 Angled Kajal and Fig. This is kind of like that evergreen color, the really strong teal that I've been wearing for the past couple of months. It's a really deep, pretty aubergine. And then the other color I brought out is the Revlon ColorStay eyeliner in the shade Amethyst, which is a much brighter purple. I have to admit, under Candied Violet type shades, I prefer the Fig. But if you're trying to pan something like the Too Faced Peanut Butter palette, this would be fantastic with that jelly shade. It's very, very similar in tone. So I figured these two would be a lot of fun to wear for the month. In terms of an upper lash line liner, I want to use up what's left of this L'Oreal Infallible Black Velvet. It's just a felt tip pen liner. I really like the formula of this. They tend to not last more than a couple of months, so I'm already noticing that this one is drying out a little bit, so I'm going to see how much more I can get out of it and just make sure I set it with that LORAC Pro 2 black eyeshadow. So we'll see where I go with that. And then in terms of mascara, I don't have much left in this Clear and Super Volume mascara. I'll go on and link the review in the card above if you would like to check that out, because I did receive this from Octoly. Fantastic mascara, by the way. And then to prime my eyes, or prime my lashes, excuse me, I'm going to go on and finish off what's left of the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, just to kind of see. I don't think I'm going to have much more, if I even make it to the end of May with that one, because it's pretty light. And then for eyeshadow primer, I decided, excuse me, to go on and continue using my LORAC Behind the Scenes Eye Primer sample. Just, you know, kind of give another month's rotation to this, and then I'll go back to my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot for the month of June. And then blush, I really got inspired, Abby, by seeing your Instagram post with your Clinique Pop blushes. So this month I'm going to be working on the Ginger Pop shade from the Clinique Pop blushes. It's a really pretty peach, subtle hints of pink. I really enjoy it with the shade Amaretto from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see if I can wear down the design by the end of the month. Probably not, but we'll see what we can do. And then for my waterline, I wanted to pull out a nude pencil. So this has been on my want to try list for so long. It is the MAC Studio Chromographic Pencil in NC15 NW20. I really like the flesh tone of this. It's not weird or creepy looking, so I'm going to see what kind of progress I can make on this nude pencil. I also wanted to continue progress on my NYX just plain white eyeliner pencil. I've been using it on my inner corners just to kind of brighten everything up before I put in an inner corner highlight. And then lastly, lipstick for this month. I really want to work on my MAC Amplified Lipstick in the shade Cosmo. This is a really beautiful, on the peachier side, but definitely a My Lips but better kind of shade. Perfect as we're coming into summer. I really, you know, this is a lipstick that is one of my absolute favorites from MAC, and I really can tell that it's not as pristine as it used to be. That vanilla smell is not as strong as it was, so I definitely want to really focus on this for the month and then kind of evaluate if I need to toss it or if I can continue using it at the end of May. So that's about it. I hope that you are having a blast shopping your stash and you're having fun panning. Maybe this will help inspire you to bring out some new things into your rotations. So be on the lookout. I will be posting the Get Ready With Me soon for this look. It's everything that I'm wearing today that's in my makeup bag. And then I do have a couple other videos. I'm trying to now get it back into the swing of things from being sick and, you know, using the camera before my husband takes it out of town. So that's about it. I look forward to catching up with you very, very soon. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Catch you later.